Football there with the left hand on the right sleeve, lapel, hooks in with the Ouchigari. But here's an opportunity for Ristov. A bit of an error there from Football. Left himself a little bit vulnerable down in the Niwaza.
Yeah, looked wrapped up like a small present, you know, like
That's it, yeah.
knees, hands, like, yeah. Just showed us the flexibility. Looked more dangerous than it felt for him, I guess.
Possibly, yeah, but it did look like he was giving him an early birthday present, wasn't it? It's a rotation here.
So the time ticked away, 4 minutes gone, into golden score. Still 2 Shidos for Ristov, 1 for Butbol.
Golden score, Tatami 1.
Well, Ristov has a lot of work to catch up now. He has been on the receiving end of majority of this contest. And again, once more, first opening is from Butbol. He's not allowing any time for settling in for Ristov. Butbol once more, a couple of techniques there. Drops underneath, switches her for an attempt of a Sutemi Waza, but just to draw him down into the knee Waza, I suspect. Left hand on the lapel. Seems to be Butbol's lifeline, but oops, a little bit of an oops moment there.
Well, yeah, well, not a little bit. Yep. So, referee gives him a moment to sort things out, and we continue.
Things.
Yeah.
Well, Ristov again taking second best of the grips. He really hasn't had an opportunity to get in there and have any sort of domination really at this moment. There was only that little opportunity in the Niwaza that we've seen just recently that he had any chance. At the moment, Butbol is right from the beginning been in control here.
Yeah, but it looks like he doesn't see that he's in danger, because it's every time Butbol with, well, maybe not the best attacks, but at least he's the one that's attacking.
Yes.
And I don't see Ristov speeding up or...
He hasn't changed his tactics at all, has he? Considering this has been going on now for 5 minutes. His tactics have remained the same. There has been no change in what he's going to do next, considering he's been always on the receiving end.
Yeah, but like, if they will give him the third Shido now, nobody can complain.
No, definitely not.
And he knows it. It's over.
Yeah, and there you have it.
And yeah, he doesn't even look like surprised or... Strange or not?
Strange, yeah. Strange reaction. It was like, it looked like the lights were on, but Owen was in. It's
yeah,
that sort of glazed,
like that, yeah.
Glazed over look, as if to say, what's just happened? Well, Butbol goes through to the next round, the third round of this competition, and he'll be up against the winner of the next match that's coming up right now. Kazakhstan versus Korea. Shamshev of Kazakhstan in the white, Lee of Korea in the blue. Shamshev there straight in, and looking for something in the knee, was it? But Lee defending well, heavily strapped across the shoulder and neck, isn't it?
Massive support for Shamshev from the audience. Some Kazakhstan flags waving around.
It's like a carnival in the background, isn't it, really, with the drums and the... I think there's a...
İkinci tatamida Timna Nelson Levy g'alaba qozondi. Isroil.
And obviously you've been covering the other half, the bottom half of this draw. And how's that been panning out? Has there been any interesting matches or
Well,
upsets
until
at
now,
all?
not so many upsets. It's, I think, the best fight. If you want to, of course, it's possible to watch all the fights later on again. You have to watch Tsent Ochir, one of the highest ranked today, the Mongolian. He was fighting his first fight against Levin from Israel. And that was a match with two Wazaris, Osai Komi for 9 seconds, so it was almost finished. Shido's on the board. Everything happened in that one match. Just enough for 5 matches
Really?
in one. Yes, that was, I think, the best fight. And until now, it's Tsent Ochir there, Margelidon looked really strong. Haydarov, of course, one of the favorites
Yes,
from
yeah.
Azerbaijan. And Lombardo.
How is he looking?
I can tell you.
He's one of my
Yep.
favourites.
Lombardo looked really good, and we were discussing while at the moment Lee is leading with Wazari. We were discussing if you go to another weight category, what Lombardo did, of course, had some really strong results in the 66.
Yes.
Former junior world champion, and now fighting 73. Well, you can see that for him this is a good,
Change.
a good change, because he loves to fight
Oh, beautiful.
really close, you know, with his kategorumas, with his shoulder throws, and because his opponents are a bit taller now, because it's a different weight category,
Yes.
it's more and more easy for him to get underneath his opponents. So yeah, I expect something from him today.
Looking forward to seeing him a little bit later on, because he's one of my favourites and I like his style of judo. But we've got the other Italian here, and Esposito.
Esposito, yeah.
And he's fought extremely well. But Lee's done really well. There was a couple of attacks there. You had the Tayatoshi, the Osotogari, good combination of techniques that has put this Korean under a little bit of pressure. Lee getting that opportunity, as you can see, just to compose himself while his opponent Shamshev seeks medical attention. Not quite sure what it is, but not serious anyway, just maybe a slight bit of strapping. Well, he's back in action, and a Shido now has been awarded to Lee, who is in the lead with a Wazari against the Kazakhstan. And piling the pressure on now, Lee coming through with an attempt of a Seotoshi. Well, 1 minute, 8 seconds remaining. Shamshev trailing by 1 Buzari against Lee, who's also picked up a Shido just after that pause. And there you have the second Shido, right? Well, 48 seconds to go. He cannot afford to make another mistake like that and disengage in this contest. And that's what he seems to have been doing, is hanging on to the Wazari and forgot that he really does need to fight and keeps fully engaged. And the referee warning the Kazakhstan coach, who's been very vocal. Sutemi was her attempt there.
Yeah, and I think that is not the best option.
No.
Because when you fail, then you're in this situation in Newaza, and for Lee, every second counts at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why he's working real hard on the ground. Shamshev, yeah.
Silly mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake, yeah. Because the chance of scoring with that Sumigashi is not that big. He had 42 seconds to look if he could get another Shido on the board. I think that was his best option to win this fight.
And you can only get a Shido in Tachiwaza. You can't get it in the Niwaza.
So 1 second on the clock. It's over for Shamshev. It's Lee from Korea who will be in the third round. That will be the quarterfinal, I guess.
Yeah, the next round will be a place in the quarterfinal.
And Lee will be facing Budbul from Israel.
Tatami 1, the winner in blue judogi, representing Republic of Korea.
So now we've got another strong opposition. There'll be the first time we see him here today in this competition. Had a bye in the first round.
Tatami 1, next contest, the second round for the men's under 73 kilogram category. In white judogi, representing Azerbaijan, Rio de Janeiro Olympic Games silver medalist Rustam
Orijov representing Azerbaijan.
Brazil, Tokyo Olympic Games bronze medalist in under 66 kilo, Daniel Kagnin.
Kagnin of Brazil now faces Orijov of Azerbaijan. Now for the Azerbaijan, this is his first match of the day.
Orijov, years and years, one of the strongest fighters in this category.
Yes.
Garnin was a medalist at the Olympics, but
Yes.
in 66 kilograms. Also made a change to step up a category.
Has that change been made this year, or is it just at the latter part of last year?
Don't know.
We were talking about that transition from moving up from one weight to another. And we are, in the opening, we spoke as well about the likes of Daria Bilidid, who she moved up since Tokyo, two weight categories, so now competes here today in the under 57s, and it takes time to transition for quite a few athletes. Some do it quite smoothly, and the transition is more comfortable for them in those It suits them well, but for others it's just that little bit more time and maturity that is required. So although they're strong opposition, but they're strong based on their experiences in the previous weight, doesn't normally transfer into the new weight category. But Kaganin defeated Raiku in the first round. Fought extremely well against him as well, so it was a good first round match, which will be good for his confidence.
İkinci tatamida golden score.
Obviously, some sort of maybe split nail or something. As you can see, a slight bit of blood on Orejov's gi.
Look at the amount of matches Orejov fought. 236. 73% of them he was the winner.
Yeah.
Great stats.
Ippon's 106 out of those 173. I think that says it all, really, doesn't it?
More than 200 professional matches in the World Judo Tour.
That's some record, really, isn't it? Deep in concentration there.
Yeah, waiting for his opponent to get back on the tatami. I have a visual what they're doing, taping the hand.
That's Richard Troutman, isn't it? Who's the coach of the Azerbaijan team?
Yes, that's
right.
not that long ago that he started in Azerbaijan as a coach.
Because he was an excellent coach within the cadets and juniors for the Germans for many, many years.
Now made the change to Azerbaijan as a coach.
Orejov not flustered at all here, just biding his time. He hasn't had an opportunity yet to show what he's capable of doing. Kaganen trying to pep him to the post each time, and possibly working on a little bit of nervous energy really here. Just comes in with a Sianagi. Strong attack. Orejov obviously wasn't threatened by it, but a nice entry for the Brazilian.
Tatami 2 clinic, please.
Oh, that's where Orodjov is dangerous when he can come over deep.
Oh, that was a brilliant, brilliant one. So it was Orodjov who tried to get as close as possible to his opponent, and he was like moving backwards, waiting until this left leg of Orodjov came in front, and then just swept them away.
From under him, leveled him, absolutely leveled him.
Oh man, look at this replay.
He came forward and oh!
Yeah, it swept away the other leg, not
Yes.
the left one, but the right one. Look, Orodjov
On tatami 1.
Came right round.
Second round, men
Oh.
73 kilos. In white judogi from Germany, Alexander Bernd Gabler.
So that's a major upset. Orodjov out.
Republic, Antonio Dornal.
And
Yes.
look at the face. That says
Yes,
it
of
all.
course. But that's also the adrenaline, not only of fighting here, but if you make an ippon, especially when you're fighting one of the top class fighters, you know these are the fights that count, you know.
Well, Kirkinen started off well right at the beginning. He was in first all the time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we will see this in the highlights for
Oh,
sure. This was
definitely.
a real well executed foot sweep, barai. That it's all about timing.
And that was about timing,
Yeah.
because Orodjov came forward for a forward attack. He stepped through and left himself totally exposed to the rear attack. Unbelievable. That was, the timing, like you say, was perfect.
Yeah.
Now we have Gabler of Germany in the white, and he's up against Tonal of Dominica in the blue. Now for Tonal, this is his first match of the day. Had a bye in the first round. Gabler we saw earlier on, and he was up against Studolski. That was a good match, and absolutely looked like it was all over and done with for the German. He came out very slow in his first round, and didn't impress me at all. And the last seconds of the contest came back in the Niwaza, and he did show the Niwaza, but it didn't look like it was going to be effective against his opponent. But came back to steal it at the end. Hopefully he's firing on all cylinders now, because he was a little bit flat in the first round. But nice. Nice Sodi there. Working off the both sleeves, entered really fast and looking to see if there was a score on there. Yeah. Based on the rule, the shoulder was in the front. So, Wazari for Tonal. But there's the Niwaza again, and this is what we see in the previous match. Gabler making himself a reputation down there in the Niwaza expert. 2 Ippons now of this tournament for him in the ground.
Tatami 1, the winner in white judogi representing Germany, Alexander Bernd Gabler. contest on tatami 1. Second round for the women's under 57 kilogram category. In white judogi, representing Canada.
So, here she is, Klimkait, Jessica
Tokyo
Klimkait.
Olympic Games bronze medalist Jessica Klimkait. In blue judogi, representing South Africa, Jasmine Martin.
Well, this is the one we've been talking about, Klimkait, and yeah, she has built up a reputation as a strong contender in this weight category. She's the #1 seed that comes into this World Championships.
Yeah,
world
the
champion.
reigning world champion.
And,
That's why she had the red back patch.
And rightly so. Also competing from Canada in this weight as well as the arch rival, Deguchi. And she's up against South Africans Martin, Jasmine Martin in the blue. Well, Klimkait, as you always expect. Oh, lovely. Martin picking up first Shido of this contest. Klimkait, lifeline there, as you can see the right hand on the left lapel. Controlling her opponent, takes the sleeve. Works with the Ochigari, then follows through quite nicely down into the Niwaza as she tries to work there with the Sangaku turnover. Well, a clash there in the Kimikata. Martin on the receiving end of that, but no harm done. Klimkait comes in once more with that Sianagi. Draws her opponent open to create a space there, looking for the Niwaza opportunity. Digs in, tries for the rotation. It's been a little to react, but now looks for that arm. The mistake there from Martin as she grabbed the leg But although she capitalized on it, Klimkate couldn't secure the arm lock or the osokumi on this occasion. Second shido now to Martin, so pressure on. Bit of a tall order really against such a strong opponent. Working off the feet, stumbling Martin to the ground. It's now, for Klimkate, it's a bit of a tactical game. She's put enough effort in there for this warm-up match for her. She knows that she has many more challenging matches ahead of her.
Ooh.
But again, another Sienagi. Lost the control at the latter end to secure the score. Third and final shido awarded to Martin, sadly, but it was going to be very difficult for her to get past the strong opponents of Klimkate for Canada, who goes into the third round.
Like, how do you say, like a business win? You know, like
It is.
yeah. Don't take any risk.
Well, that's all. She just did enough to get a warm-up because she knows she's got some more challenging matches ahead of her.
For sure.
And there's no point wasting any valuable energy or risking any tweaks of injury. Lian Chen Ling, Chinese Taipei, up against Podolak of Poland in the blue. Lian, this is her first match of the day. Podolak defeated the Loksa of Kosovo in the first round, which was quite a challenging match, but she done extremely well to come back after a very aggressive start against Loksa, who was really out for the kill at the beginning and dominated for the 4 minutes.
Oh, nice with this Aragoshi. And I just wanted to say, I like the style of Lian.
Lian's a very strong athlete.
Yes, and somebody who already won a lot of medals. And also always with good judo, strong athlete. This was a great Aragoshi.
And I think this is going to be one that could possibly challenge Klimkate. And I think this is, she knows, reserve as much energy as you possibly can, because I think this will be the one that is going to be the decider of getting through to that quarterfinal and possibly a place on that podium.
Yeah, but let's see if Podolak can do something. She still has enough time.
Well, she's a fighter, that's what we do know, and she has had to dig in. She was under a lot of pressure in her first match, and that was very challenging against the Kosovo, who really just was so aggressive that she didn't get any opportunity for 4 minutes into golden score, managed to sort of break it back and end up defeating her in the Niwaza. The end there, left hand on the lapel. So strong looking, leading with that left leg towards Podolak. Picks up a Shido, grip and infringement. One minute 48 seconds remaining in this contest. Goes for the grip. Lien anticipates that move, reacts, and now finds herself dishing it out in the Niwaza, tying up, but she can see she's got her leg caught up there. That's the only rescue that Podolak has got, but can she get a bit of a twist on it and go for the Osakomi? There it is.
Few more seconds, and it's over. 2 Azaris for Lien. So
Great start.
that will be an interesting fight.
Oh yeah.
Tatame 1, that winner in white judo game representing Chinese Taipei, Lien Chanlin.
So it will be Klimkite against Lien.
Next contest on tatame 1, second round, women under 57 kilo. In white judogi from
Good
Belgium,
name was as well.
in blue judogi from Croatia, Ihea Topolovic. Tatame 2, next contest, second round, women under 57 kilo. In white, judogi from Mongolia, Khagwatoko and Khrilen. In blue, judogi from Mauritius, Christian Legentil.
It's Liber for Belgium, Topolovic from Croatia. Liber in the white judogi, Topolovic in blue. Quite fast. The first Shido for Topolovic. Wazari scored for Liber, the Belgium. it's Topalovic who tries to start from the right to the left, trying to get close to her opponent. And she still has a minute and 20 seconds to settle the score. Sumigashi attempt, but well, okay, she gets another penalty for it. For me, this was not a false attack, it's a failed one. And especially when you look at the scoreboard, Rosari down. She's just trying to do something, but it is the Belgium that completely dominates the grip. It's just too easy for her to place the left arm on the lapel. It's not that Topalovic is not trying, she tries everything. But now Ine was, and she sees the time ticking away.
Judogi from Mongolia, Ragbatogo and Khrilen. Next contest on tatami 2. Second round, women under 57 kilo. In white, judogi representing Canada, 2019 world champion, Krista Deguchi. In blue, judogi representing Ivory Coast, Zuleya Abze.
4 seconds to go, and then it's Liebir who wins her second round. Topalovic tried everything, but she was not strong enough, not capable of getting her in real danger.
Tatami 1, next contest, second round, women under 57 kilo. In white, judogi representing Uzbekistan, Shukhurjon Aminova. In blue, judogi representing Republic of Korea, Oh Kimi.
Aminova for Uzbekistan. And who for the People's Republic of Korea. Strong left grip from Wu. You see that Aminova tries everything to break that grip. But until now, she did not succeed. Again, the hand on the lapel of the Korean. Switch to the from left to right. Second Shido for Aminova now.
Tatame 2, the winner in white judogi from Canada, Christophe Deguchi. Next contest on tatame 2, second round, women under 57.
Can she roll her over? The elbow, she
representing France, Tokyo Olympic Games.
she hooked in with the hand, so that looked quite strong, but
Blue from
could not
Germany.
roll Aminova over. Shoulder throw on the left side. And again, she has the elbow hooked in. Good defense from Aminova though. But it's getting more and more difficult for the Uzbekistan fighter to find a solution. Every time that left hand on the lapel from the Korean. So, 4 minutes gone into golden score. Aminova, 2 Shidos, who from Korea, 1 Shido, but in my opinion has the best chance of winning, because every time that left hand straightened out, now this is a chance for Aminova, but it takes too much time. Yeah, it's difficult to see if it was underneath, but Aminova, yeah, having a difficult time also in Newaza. strong grip now. This is for her chance if she's that close. She has to look out though, not falling on the arm. We've seen this before. If you're that one-sided with the arm, the other end on the back, and you fall forwards, then sometimes you're in that situation that they can give you on Sokamake for this standing arm lock.
Just to turn it, and she's going to hold. Sees off the challenge of Angela Sanadzic of Bosnia-Herzegovina. That puts did into the next round. Happy to get that one out of the way. She's going to come up against Sarah Leonie Sisik in round 3. Nice contest to look forward to. Absolutely. So a really nice sequence there with the Sangaku turns, and then actually she had 2 turns to get into this position here for the old side Komi, and then secures the head, comes up on top and gets the ippon. And now look at this on the mat now, Rafaela Silva of Brazil. She's up against Nilufar Ermangam. Silva in the white judo group. Ermaganbetova in blue. He's getting penalised for avoiding to take a grip there, the Uzbek fighter. Strange, isn't it, when we were talking about all the hopes in the category there on the sofa a little bit earlier, and she was way down the list, Rafaela Silva. She was the Olympic champion in London. Was it London or Brazil? Oh, Rio. In Rio. But found it difficult then to find that kind of form. But she's come back onto quite good form and worked her way up the world rankings again. Terry Lipatiliani won her contest. She goes into round 3. Look at Betova, had a really nice Uchimata there on the former Olympic champion. Got to take the initiative, I think, here, Silva. Magambetova is the one that's attacking first at the moment. beautiful osotogari that was. Beautifully taken there by Rafaela Silva. Just came around the outside, absolutely buries her. Well, she landed, it's one of those where she landed so hard, I think everybody, including me in the commentary box here, just went, oh, ouch, ouch. Goodness me.
Could end up on the highlights reel.
Yeah, great. So that definitely will make it. I mean, that was a really well executed one.
Rafaela Silva.
Watch this, left to left, just hooks round there. Second one, second stab there, and just controls the upper part of the body. The elbow was out. Look at the elbow up there of Rafaela Silva, but still the direction hand, and she absolutely drives her flat onto her back.
Coming onto the map now, Donna Breitenbach of South Africa. She goes up against Evelina Ilieva of Bulgaria. It'll be Breitenbach in the white judogi, Ilieva in blue. Chance on the ground here. Oh, missed it.
Stumbling block. But again, Libertiliani is just so unorthodox, and her style and her power could be enough to defeat the Japanese that's in there. And Funakobo.
Toniolo, no, yeah, we will see Funakobo. Funakobo, we will see her next fight.
Yes.
Toniolo now leading with the Wasari, with this Ouchigari. But Estevez is giving her a hard time, and also with the Wasari on the board, she has to stay active because there are also two Shidos on the board. So
yeah, it's not over until really the time runs out, because one more Shido either side.
Yeah.
It's all done and dusted.
she cannot avoid the fight. Again, the Ouchigari. Good attempt.
But she's staying very active in this contest, isn't she? Although she stays in that lead, she does know the dangers that she has in front of her, the two Shidos. Oh, nice Ouchigari again.
Yeah, now on top in Newasa, if she looks busy, that's maybe more than enough, but the referee also understands, like, okay, yeah, she's trying to gain some valuable seconds, but with 4 on the clock,
In that
time ticking
situation, you'd
away.
say, give her a break.
Yeah. So it's Toniolo. She will be facing Bartoliani.
Tatami 1, the winner in white
Well, that'll be an
from
interesting
Italy,
match, but
Veronica Toniolo.
now we have Funakobo. It's the first we've seen of today. She had a bye in the first round.
On Tatami 1, second round, women under 57 kilos.
So the elbow was out, but more important, just enough on the side to actually give the Wasari. I think that's a good call.
So now we have Karakas of Hungary in the blue, Funakobo of Japan in the white. Like I said, this is the first time we've seen Funakobo.
And for me today, a mystery. Funakubo. In which shape she is. Is she good enough to win the gold for Japan?
Well, they've had a running streak, haven't they, so far? With they've swept through with the gold medals so far for Japan, but this is halfway. Can they continue with that winning streak? Well, it's going to be difficult, but they've got obviously this young lady here that's capable of doing it with the track record. But for this weight category, it hasn't all really been sewn up, has it? On this match, she takes the win quite comfortably.
Well,
but it'll be interesting to see how she comes up against with Lipitiliani.
Look at Karakasi, she's almost out, but still the hold down is there for 20 seconds, so it's Funakubo who wins her first fight against Karakas. And again, a great example of the strong Newaza from the Japanese.
White judogi from Japan, Funakubo Haruka.
Well, Funakubo, good start. Still to be tested, I believe, and there's a few out there along the way in this first Pool A and Pool B that's capable of doing just that. So we'll have to just wait and see how she gets on. But we have Lima, and representing Brazil, and representing Dominica, we have Rosa in the blue.
Yeah, it will be interesting if Funakubo is strong enough to win the gold today. She showed us some really nice judo this year in Paris and in Hungary, where she won the gold medal. Already 3 times world champion juniors.
Yes.
That is amazing, in my opinion.
It is. She has been undefeated for some time. I don't think she's actually lost a match for some time. Just recently, obviously she has had some defeats, but just recently I think she's on a bit of a running streak, a winning streak there.
Also not competing that much.
No, and this is the problem. We see them, there's bursts of them, and you think, wow, where have they come from? And then they disappear and come back again a little bit later on. So you don't really get an opportunity to sort of judge their form. But they come out in some big events like Paris, Hungary, and they take the gold and then disappear again. But there's such a depth in their judo that they can take most probably many of their athletes in the top 5 to just come in and do exactly the same. What a lovely position to be in.
Very decent win here from Lima.
Jessica Lima.
Taitoshi, and just enough continuation in the movement. There is a break on the knee, but
men's category.
You see that the movement continues.
3-kilogram category.
Enough for the score.
Georgia, the world champion, 2012 London Olympic Games champion.
So the change is there from the weight category, of course, and from female to male back into the game. The men under 73 kilograms. And here we have former Olympic champion, the reigning world champion from Georgia, Shavdatuashvili, against Esposito from Italy.
Shavdatuashvili had a very challenging first match against Stomp. It did take him a little bit of time to just settle into that contest. He wasn't having his own way, but can't really read too much into that, because sometimes that just seems to be the sort of an ongoing performance with sometimes with the Georgians. They are very slow and they're laid back, and then all of a sudden they can come out with some amazing techniques.
Shavdatuashvili always has hard fights, like it doesn't matter, you know. He's always, you can see that what I've heard from the Georgians, he's a training animal.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's run, so he's always training really hard, always the right, how do you say it, the right motivation on the tatami.
Yes.
But you never seem like having an easy win. So
No, I've never seen it go well for him, like it's sort of exploding. You think, right,
no.
he's Olympic champion, he's world champion, but he fights, and he fights hard.
He's a good example of that. Really hard work pays off. A few shoulder throw attempts by Esposito, who is quite a bit taller than Shavdatuashvili, but still tries to tuck underneath. Not the best attempts though, but yeah, well, he's the one who's at least trying something. Did not see much from Shavdatuashvili in the first 2 minutes, and still no Shidos on the board.
Yeah. Gets that high collar grip, draws the power of the man, draws him straight down onto his knees. A flex of muscle there, really. Uchigari.
Yeah, but you can see every time Esposito launches one of his techniques that it looks like he's walking into a wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is. It doesn't have any impact at all.
No.
He comes in with the Uchigari, then slides down the body. Doesn't actually push forward.
Oh, that was a good one, and the counter on the other leg.
Nice combination there.
In my opinion, it's now time for a first Shido for Shavdatuashvili. It's not being given, but I think Esposito is showing, well, at least he's trying the most.
He deserves a bit of a break, really, to be honest. He's put a lot of work in there, and it's not paid off.
It's
like you're saying, he's worked away, and like you say, it's like hitting the brick wall. He's bouncing off him, but at least he's doing something.
Oh, nice one here from Shavdatuashvili. That was exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
Showing the referee.
So it wipes the slate clean, doesn't it? Where we were like, should be given a Shido out of the equation now.
I always like it when you are like 4 minutes almost into golden score. Well, okay. Now they're giving Esposito the Shido. Yeah.
there's
Yeah, but
there doesn't seem any fairness in that, does there really?
No, but you can see that the impact when Shavdatuashvili is getting into a scoring position, that the impact is way much bigger.
Oh yeah,
He's also a real tactical fighter.
it's like, it's not the amount of times you hit somebody, it's just that when you do, you make sure it has an impact.
Okay, just drops on his knees. Well, the Italian coach has been warned.
One strike.
But it was Shavdatuashvili who just dropped on his knees now, and he gets away with it.
Soto follows it through. But like what we were saying, Esposito, you've seen every time he was hitting, but there was nothing. There was no impact whatsoever. And Shavdatuashvili has come in a couple of times, and every time he's down on the ground, he's crumbled.
Strong right-handed grip now from the Italian on the back of his opponent. One thing for sure, for Shavdatuashvili, if he wins, it won't be an easy one, because Esposito still looking quite fit.
Well, that's one thing you can guarantee with the Italians. They're very strong, very wiry, but they're extremely well prepared as far as condition is concerned. Soto, seen it a couple of times now. For me, if you get a bit of a turn on it, it would be more effective. It's the direction he's trying to get it. It's just not picking up on the score. Well, the Italian's got a good strong grip there. He's advanced into the edge of the contest area.
Yeah, but you can see the Georgian, you know, he can do this for ages. And I think they will penalize him again for
grabbing the leg.
Yeah, grabbing the leg. So, and he already knew it, Shavdatuashvili.
Again, another battle for the Georgian.
Yeah, but it's always like that, and it's maybe not the most spectacular judo, but one thing for sure, and that's why he also is wearing the red back patch.
He doesn't care.
No, and try to beat him.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. Well,
if there's somebody who can beat him, we will see. Yeah, and that's Hashimoto for Japan. But Hashimoto has a job to do as well, winning against judo chef from Uzbekistan.
Well, Gaba gave him a good run for his money. Hashimoto.
Well, I think it was was Rosari scored. Was it from the ground? I think.
I don't know.
What a start! Oh, he's still standing. So this is, and yeah, well, it's Rosari. So
he was on his feet.
The crowd goes wild, of course. Are they? Yeah, Hashimoto thinks like they're not going to give a Ippon score. Oh. Rosari cancelled.
Well, the crowd erupted here on that opening.
I want to see the replay later on. because
He was.
they were in Newasa's situation,
Yes.
then he stood up and then he made the score. What a start.
That's like a big rocket just going off there, especially in this stadium against this match against Japan and Uzbekistan. Guziev, great start. That will have built his confidence, there's no doubt, but he ain't over yet.
Oh, this is not something that Hashimoto likes. You see
Oh, he hates it.
how he wants to have his opponents further away.
No,
Looking at the
Hashimoto
referee,
doesn't
yeah.
like that up close and personal contact. He loves the space, he loves to create opportunities to come in, and that space has been closed up so much that he feels like the opponent's climbing over him.
Full concentration there. Trying to place the right hand.
I fell it.
So it's the right hand of Hashimoto. He wants to have it on the lapel. Yuldashev wants to get the overhand grip on the back of the Japanese.
Do you know what's so interesting here? If you watch Hashimoto's body language, every time he's mate, he's looking to his coach. For me, it's always a sign that confidence-wise, you're seeking some help. Oh, he's got a split eye.
Well,
Oh, it's quite a bad one as well.
yeah.
Well, this has turned out to be an absolute humdinger.
Hashimoto, for sure, he thinks, okay, well, oh, yeah, okay, also this. Yeah, so I have to dig really deep if I want to win the world title today.
Yeah. He's got a bit of a challenge on his hands here.
Yeah.
And this crowd is erupting around here.
Yes, Yuldashev says, I don't care if you're Hashimoto, of course you're the world champion, you're a former world champion, but I'm going to give you a bumpy ride.
Yes,
and
and
this was the first bump.
the thing is, like I said yesterday, he might not be able to beat him. Well, the way he's working on it, he's doing a great job at this moment.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't win, he's definitely going to remember him. He won't forget.
No, and it's true.
But don't you love matches like that where you would say somebody's been put on a pedestal of being of that excellence, and then someone that's that underdog just comes in and just knocks him off the pedestal straight away and brings him back down to ground zero. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it.
Yuldashev, world ranked 26. Only 25 fights in the world tour. So I think for sure the
Newaza isn't obviously his forte, and that's
what you would see is that it's not a Newaza specialist.
Yes.
That's one thing for sure. Or he never gets into Newaza
Maybe
because
doesn't need to.
he throws them rip on.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we've seen the eyebrow of Hashimoto, so it's totally understandable that this takes a while to fix this. And I think for sure they will tape his whole head. He will, you know, that that movie, The Mummy Returns.
Well, definitely the
We
mummy
will
is
see a
going
mummy
to
for
return.
sure.
Oh yeah, and
Because
it looks,
that eyebrow looked really
it
bad.
did. And the thing is, although when they're strapped up like that, it looks so severe, but it's the only way they can do it to make sure that they don't have to have another visit to the doctor.
Man, they really tie him up. Here it was. The crowd. Crowd is screaming again. Yes, this was the score. Yes. Yeah, if it was not out of the Newasa situation, it was a score to me.
Yeah. I think it was from that transition from the Niwaza.
So they changed, we have a big screen here in the arena. It's a really nice arena.
It is, it's amazing.
And on this big screen now, they're showing the other tatami, because every time when they showed the replay, the crowd went wild, like, and another Wazari, yeah. So here's Hashimoto. Look at the way he has to fight now.
Oh.
This is not what you want. But this is the only way.
Right, this is where Hashimoto's got to dig in deep and start fighting back. That Japanese nice flowing, open sort of transition is just maybe not going to really...
Oh man, this... Two hands, it's the bear hug, yeah. So Shido for Yuldoshev. This was too obvious. It's all about this battle of this right arm. And I'm waiting for this left Sode, one of the favorite techniques from Hashimoto. Again, the right arm on the lapel, that's what Hashimoto. And they're making the switch now. Again, Yuldoshev. No.
Control that well.
The only question for me is how well is the stamina of Yuldoshev?
Well,
because he puts in a lot of energy in this style of fighting. Is he fit enough to keep on doing what he did the first 3 minutes?
And that is the big question, isn't it? Oh, there was the Oso there, and but yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Can he sustain that amount of work and that pace right to the end?
He wants to have that left arm on the back of Hashimoto. That's the whole question. If he can manage, but you see that it's getting more and more difficult for him. Walking out of the contest area. And of course, there's a little push from Hashimoto, but it will be a Shido for Yuldoshev, in my opinion.
Position, yeah. There was too many back steps, and there you get it, the second Shido.
Hashimoto's going to try to steal it. Yeah, he's going for this third Shido.
I think he's had a bit of a war out there, to be honest, and it's most probably not been one of the most comfortable contests he could be in. And with his head strapped up as heavily it is, I think he would just like to get this one over and done with.
Yeah. Can he get in with this?
Oh, that was quite a blatant drop there.
So, what will the referee decide? He just jumped on his knees.
Yep.
And it would be not...
And the referee has asked...
He's been sent off. Yuldashev will be sent off as well.
Well, they're letting him off with that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
really close.
That was close. Oh, that was a change of direction. The Sasai.
Yeah, but the best is gone from Yuldashev. You
Yes,
see that he's not
I
capable
totally
of
agree
getting
with
the left arm. So slightly the chances of Hashimoto are getting bigger.
Yes, especially when there's two Shidos on the board. But
Tatami 1 golden score.
well, the referee's done really well to control this match. There's no doubt about it. Emotions are pretty high in this arena.
There he was again with the left arm. Oh, is he doing the bear hug as well? No, no.
Oof.
What a fight it is. Yeah.
On the edge of my chair here. Well, he's got enough to smile about, isn't he, for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, he thinks like, in what kind of situation I am now. If you do like helicopter view.
Yeah,
If Hashimoto does this, so what am I doing here? Yeah.
Does my hair look good in this?
No, yeah, not really. But
put it this way, he's not going to end up looking a supermodel at the end of this.
Again, the left hand is there, but it's more and more easily broken by Hashimoto. Now he's close. Oh yeah, you see, he has to do something. It just had to defend. People are getting crazy, not only on this tatami, but on the other side, we have Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan already 6 minutes of golden score. So there's a lot to watch at the moment.
Possibly Hashimoto will get the second Shido, but I think there's blood coming from the strapping.
So, Shido for Hashimoto as well.
He's still smiling. And it's that grimacing
well, that's more like a grim.
Yeah. Oh, he steps off again. Stepped right out.
But for me, it was like in the movement. I don't know if they're going to give the third Shido for this.
Well, they're going to let her off.
And I'm happy about it.
So am I,
this is not the way it has to end.
And there's the steps playing.
Yeah, now he turns, has to turn. Yeah, now Hashimoto is in trouble. Good attack though.
Yeah. I hold my breath, anticipating what's going to happen next.
There is the soda on the arm, and I think Hashimoto now every time out of the kumikata, he will try to make at least a good attack, just hoping for that third Shido for Yuldashev.
Are they looking at their...
Yeah, about what he did with the arm.
Yes.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, that's my only concern there. He went against...
Oh. Again on the arm. If Yudoshev would have stretched out his arm now...
It would have been more noticeable.
Yes.
But have they picked up on it? Well, she's given him a little bit of a word. It'd be interesting to know what she's actually said. Possibly to tell him that he's...
What a fight it is. On the other hand, on the other side, there are already 8 minutes in golden score, so
crikey.
The audience is getting crazy. Sumigashi attempt. It was Yudoshev again who had the grip he wants, the left hand on the back. Oh, the plot is also...
Yeah. Oh, crikey. This is...
Katskaruma attempt 2 times.
He's digging in deep, Hashimoto. He's thinking, what have I got to do now? Looks like an absolute bloodbath out there.
Shoulder throw on the left side. Yudoshev, I think, now is close to this third. He has to make a good attack now. He knows it. Yes, again, the grip that he wants, but he waits too long for it.
Yeah, he should have put it in there. Again, working on that. Tayatoshi doesn't get it. Oh, again, a good attack. So there's 2 very strong back-to-back attacks there from Hashimoto. Yudoshev really now has to put one in on his own.
Now he has to make the attack. If you give Hashimoto, he knows he can make this Tayatoshi without any risk.
Yeah.
So
I think this is it.
Stand up straight, please. Third Shido. Hashimoto wins.
What a bloodbath.
What a fight. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Now look at his face. Like, man, what happened? Oh, tears. I don't know who it was, maybe his wife.
Was it his wife and his baby?
Yes, and if you look at your husband like this, it's like, why?
Absolutely terrifying,
Why
isn't it?
didn't he choose for chess or something, or something completely different?
A board game,
Judo
instead of judo. Oh, well, hopefully they'll get an opportunity to tidy him up, and hope he's got a spare key.
But anybody who would say like Hashimoto, because he always looks like a bit like really confident. Somebody people would say maybe a bit arrogant sometimes.
Well, I have said that myself. I've seen it.
Yeah, but if you saw like this, how hard he fought for
that's
this.
That's a change, isn't
That's
it?
a change.
Over a few years, I've watched him, and I just thought he's got this air of arrogance about him. But in all fairness, he had to dig in really deep.
Really deep.
And
he was like this this grin, like laughing, like unbelievable.
When do I just retire?
How far do I have to go to win this round?
Oh gosh.
But he did. He did.
We've got the third round now, the next match, and but representing Israel in the white, and we've got representing Korea in blue, Lee. And Dennis is now going back for a bit of a lie down. That excitement was far too much for him. Well, Hashimoto in the quarterfinal, but he is going to be in that quarterfinal with Shadushvili, which is, again, another tough opposition. If he makes it to the final, well, all I can say, they should give him the gold medal. He's had a battle and a half. And I must admit, my opinions of Hashimoto after that last match has completely changed. I have to give full admiration of the performance for both these athletes, but definitely Hashimoto has really turned me around as far as my impressions of him. That was an amazing battle that he had to fight, and under extreme circumstances, and hopefully he can patch himself up, get himself ready, because soon he'll be up against another tall and uphill battle, and that'll be against the #1 seed from Georgia, Shavidat Tushvili. But while we wait for that, we will be looking at Pool B now and the first, the top half of Pool B, who will come through into the third quarterfinal position. Takes the lead with a Wazari and is working her way down in the Niwaza to try and finish this contest. The Sianagi, well, it was the Siotoshi, the Tayotoshi was there. Lee now has got some work to come back into this contest. Bit of a tall order. And not an easy. Oh, Football has to be very careful as he leans in onto that arm. So a win for football of Israel. And he's in the third position of quarter-final. Place up for grabs, and he'll be up against the winner of the next match coming up very shortly. And this will be between Karginen of Brazil and Gabler. And Gabler of Germany.
In white, judogi from Brazil, the Olympic medalist, Daniel Karnin. In blue, judogi from Germany, Alexander Gabler. İkinci tatamiga 57 kilogramga chiqargan vazn toifasida ayollar takliflanadi. Old judogida Timna Nelson-Levy, Isroil. Ko'p judogida Arnaiz Adelin Garcia, Cuba.
Well, this will be a very interesting. We've watched both these athletes progress throughout the rounds, and it's been a steady progress for Gabler. His forte is his niwaza, both matches won in the ground. A little bit of a slow starter when it comes to the tachiwaza, and lures his opponents into false sense of security, but when he gets them into the niwaza, my goodness, well, they're in the trap. That's all I can say. But I'm sure Karginen will have watched his progression and will be mindful of that niwaza danger. But as you can see, that opening attack there was from the Brazilian. Very dynamic, explosive, but just didn't have that finishing touch to it. A little bit of an exchange there. Karginen stumbled with what looked to be the Koji, possibly Koji type gak, hooked in deep on that leg.
Bora, Brasil. Opa! Brasil e Alemanha, hein? Mas eu sou mais Brasil.
Well, as expected, between these two, a real battle has come to fruition here. Karginen, beautiful tachiwaza technique.
Daniel muito bem na luta, já poderia ter
Which
tomado o
you've come
judô
to
alemão.
expect really from the Brazilians.
Daniel sempre agressivo, sempre na frente. Boa,
Has
garoto.
that little bit of a European. It's that real fight when he
Opa!
comes to beautiful
Nossa,
Taia
nossa.
Toshi, wonderfully executed, and yeah, would we expect any more or any
Brasil.
different? Well, that was a wonderful finish
Tem
there.
medalha hoje, hein?
The forte
Ainda tem
of
luta da
the
Rafa,
German was his
da
niwaza,
Jéssica,
but he
mas
didn't
ninguém
even get
perdeu
on
hoje,
there.
não perdeu ninguém.
And Karginen goes through to the quarterfinal for Brazil and does it in style. So he'll be up against football that little bit later on. So let's have a look at it. Cross grip.
It's time for the women's
Toshi from that
category.
one knee.
Third round for the women's under 57 kilogram category.
Wonderfully
In white, judogi
executed
from
there.
Canada, the world champion.
Great control.
Tokyo Olympic
Gabler
bronze
didn't
medalist
have any
Jessica
chance of
Flinke.
getting off of that. ducked right under his centre of gravity to hit him with that one. Well, now we have Klimkate of Canada, and she's up against Lian Chengleng, Chinese. Chinese Taipei. And yes, this is going to be an interesting match. And I see that, have you recovered? Have you recovered, my dear, from that last one?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. And have a bit of a lie down and rest yourself.
It was quite hard for Hashimoto, but it was hard for me as well. Oh.
Well, you better tell him that.
But I know that one person was watching this fight and felt quite confident about it, and I think it's Shavdatuashvili.
Really?
Yeah, of course. If you see Hashimoto struggling so hard to get into the next round.
Pessoal, vamos dar uma força aí pro canal, vamos nos inscrever, dar uma força aí para ver se eu consigo atingir a meta aí de 1000 inscritos e a gente continuar colocando um conteúdo bacana aí para todo mundo, beleza? Daqui a pouco vai ter mais 2 brasileiras e tem um carguinho também. Daqui a pouco tem a Jéssica na terceira rodada e a Rafa também.
To be honest, though, my feelings towards Hashimoto after that match, I've got to give him full admiration because he dug in deep.
Yeah.
That was not an easy match.
No.
And he did dig in. Where I've seen him in the past, when he wasn't getting his own way, he's like a petulant child. The dummy gets spat out and he goes in the huff. And he just doesn't want to play. But he dug in there and he just brought it on. And although he was on the receiving end, some heavy impact, he just found it from somewhere to take that win, and that wasn't easy.
Yeah.
If I was the Georgian, I'd be worried about that mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I would be worried because I see a difference in not his physical. There was definitely a physical presence that was very different and not what we would normally see of a stylist. But it is that mental toughness that I've seen for the first from Hashimoto. And that's what I'd be concerned about. So it'd be interesting to see how it all pans out.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
At this moment, we're watching Klimkite, the reigning world champion from Canada, against also one of the strongest fighters in this category, Lian from Chinese Taipei.
And you actually, this is one of your favorites, isn't it?
Yeah, I like her.
You admire her. She's fought extremely well, there's no doubt about it. She's actually quite a nice judoka. And she's got a teammate on the other side, which is Deguchi, making a steady progress up across the draw into the
people, the referees on the side are looking the way Jessica Klimkite jumped in with this seonage on one arm.
Well, this has turned out to be a battle for both these athletes. Lian with 2 Shidos, not looking so good for her at this moment, with just under a minute remaining. Double stab at that Seonage. Wasn't impressed with the first attempt. Definitely wasn't impressed with the second one. Bit of a tactical ploy here to just put enough attacks in to make her opponent look passive.
Well, I think...
Which is rightly so, because she's up against a strong opponent. Would you be too risky?
Strange that right hand of Jessica Klimkite was so low on the lapel.
Well, I think this could be the third Shido.
So I think also Jessica Klimkite did not expect this third Shido.
No, I don't think so either. But she did put a couple of those Cianagis. I don't think they were great, but the work rate, she kept building up on those attacks. You are impressed with them or not? Well, I must admit I wasn't too impressed with the Cianagis, but the work rate was there and it was better.
Yeah, but Leanne, I think she's not happy about this because I think there was more for her to get out of this this fight. Mina Liber from Belgium, Mimi Hu from Korea.
Well, sadly, though, Leanne is out of the competition because that was just before the quarter-final. She needed to get that one stage further to be in with a chance. So her debut in the World Championships is over for another year, but I'm quite sure we'll see a lot more of her in the future.
Game on still when they're on the hands and knees. Just one penalty in this. Sat her down, it's not a score.
Yeah.
That was as close as we've been, though. Sat down on the back side there, Deguchi. And same situation as we had earlier. If she'd have put her hands down there, it would have been a score. Now she has the lapel and starting to go to work now, Hagvatagu. I'm going to see a Shido in a minute for Deguchi because she's behind on attacks. I think we've seen about 3 attacks there from Hagvatagu. Certainly the pace has changed here. Hagvatagu just ahead. So Deguchi now got to step it up. Could be classed as it wasn't far off a false one. That also can be classed as a false attack there. Turns in, no hands. But it was Deguchi behind her, actually pushing her forwards there, that she got away with it. Wow, so now that's done for a reason as well, because both avoiding gripping up, and now they've got to look lively, because that could cost them now. One of these now, one more mistake and it's going to be all over. Got to get through this round, and that Ouchi again, closest we've been, wasn't far off. Well, it was as close as Hagvatogu's. The Ouchigari, for me, is always the one that's got a possibility. Is always the one that's got a possibility of scoring for Deguchi. Well, tough old match this one for both of them, and she's coming forwards now, Deguchi. Like I said, one more mistake and it's all over. Good attacks, these are strong attacks. There's about 2 attacks there from Hagvatogu. Mongolians there shouting that they want more action, and just a couple more attacks to get that Shido, that third Shido for Deguchi. There's the Ouchi. And the Ouchi again. So she saved it. The which is the technique that's going to do it. I think she realises that as well, that she has to be first in.
What surprised me in this contest, Neil, is that Deguchi's not made any headway whatsoever in Newaza. Hasn't put Hagvatogu under any pressure on the ground.
And she's got good Newaza.
She's got terrific Newaza.
Yeah. It's down to energy, isn't it? It takes a lot of energy for Newaza, attack and defence. And she's preserving. That's what she's doing. Because it's early on. And so, I mean, but she's got to get through this match.
Get past this one.
She doesn't get past this one. It's game over anyway.
Close to going out here. So, you know, there's no pressure. There's no follow-up. Failed attack from Hagvatogu, and Deguchi hasn't been able to follow it up by pressuring her opponent in Newaza.
Well, same kind of attack there as Hagvatogu. That was the same kind of one. Still moved her, and really difficult to pick a winner here. Oh, as she was.
And what about the follow-up?
Yeah, she doesn't want to. That's what I'm saying. She is preserving energy. I'm almost sure that she's thinking about what's going to happen in the next round, because, like I say, a lot of energy, especially when it's progressive newaza and you go one a bit and then you tie it up and then you have to get, especially against this lady here, she's strong.
Again, you know, she just stood up, had a look at the referee and indicated, I'm not going to the ground, you may as well call Mate here.
Yeah, no, it's intentional.
Yeah, it's clear now, I just can't work out why. I mean, you said that she's, you know,
be interesting. Well,
energy,
you know,
yeah.
when you do your little
we'll go down there
and ask her, and then you can tell me.
What are you playing at?
Ouchigari again.
You're right, that's her go-to.
Yeah, it is with this lady here.
Yeah, and maybe this is her tactic with Agvatogu.
Agvatogu now has got to come back.
Taguchi needs to be first there. Needs to be aware of the situation. Big, strong attack.
She has it. So now she has to go in, and she did it again. Well, I said it's going to be really hard work for some of these athletes when they get to the end of today's kind of Big Ten. They are, because there's a lot of golden scores, there's a lot of hard work having to go into these contests. They're all pretty even. And a lot of Ippon scores in the first 2 days, but these matches here, they are brutal.
Just when you think someone is in the ascendancy and they're ahead on attacks, the other one comes back.
Yeah, they just do an attack to save it, don't they? That's exactly it. And that was a really poor technique there. Really poor technique there. And she put her hands up there to Gucci as if to say, well, I didn't crack it off. So that was just a drop. Good try. And that was a good attack. Oh, strong attack. Give a chance to fire back. You have to do it. And that's a second attack there. And now she needs one Deguchi, otherwise this is it.
It's gone
all
already.
over.
Yeah.
It's all over. She just did enough in the end there, didn't she? She did. I mean, she just went ahead. I mean, you couldn't pick anything between them. Absolutely nothing. But that was a good win for Agvatogu.
Still at a loss to understand the tactics there by someone whose newaza is, I'm not saying world-renowned, but she's got strong newaza.
She never did one attack, no.
Nothing.
Well, like I said, you know, it'd be interesting to know that why she didn't. And often you can feel it, you know, that there's no possibility of doing it, so you don't do it. So it'll be interesting to see if that was it.
Sarah Leonis-Sezik of France goes up against Daria Biladid of Ukraine. It's Sezik in the white judogi, Biladid in blue.
This is an interesting match as well, isn't it? What a match, these two. Just got to hope that that little knee injury for Sezik doesn't pop up. because Billardid is going to put her under unbelievable pressure.
Now, I'm not going to stick my neck out here because I'm sure you will agree. What do you think Billardid will do if she gets a chance to work on the ground?
She's going to go down there no matter what. But that's judo, isn't it?
Yeah, she can't wait to get down there.
Dominate the head there, and I can't remember what their head-to-heads were here. I think the last time they fought here, Suzuka was the winner. I know we're going to find out soon.
Nervous mum on the far left.
Suzuki's family up there. How dare you pull a head in like that? Yes, a lot of posturing and a lot of controlling of the head, but not enough attacking, and good decision from the referee there. Now she should go in here, Billardid. Billardid's got a cross grip. She might get a second penalty for that. She kept it too long. Well, it goes the other way. Suzuki ducked underneath. So 2 shidos up for Suzuki. Well, she certainly looks fired up here, doesn't she, Billardid?
Careful at the edge there, Billardid, wandering off. And at 34, there's some of the French team. And Dico is the one with the fancy hairdo, if you like, the braids. Tolafua, the super heavyweight in the middle, and Bouchard alongside. She was the one most vocal, I think, the smallest. The biggest shout.
Well, for all of the posturing here, we haven't seen a lot of attacks, I have to say.
But you've got 4 penalties up.
Yeah, 4 penalties up on the board here, and I think that the one that decides to really pile the pressure on here is going to take it. I think you can see there that definitely Billardid is rattled, and she's scared of the techniques of Suzuki. She knows the possibility of a massive attack here. So they're going to let it carry on, and I think if Billardid goes down again, then she'll get the 3rd penalty. So where she used to dominate power-wise, she doesn't dominate power-wise anymore in this weight category, Billardid. Look at that against that straight arm, look. She had the arm trap there. And that was a good attack.
Yeah.
Now, Suzuki, what's she going to do? She'll have to fire back.
With the grips at this moment, she's stepping across there, stumbles her opponent to the ground, but here is that the danger.
Yes, because now she rolls him over. This is dangerous. This is what we know. Funakubo is good in getting out. Yeah, well, over, done.
Yeah.
Already. The start, you can see that she controls the upper body of Lima. It's not even worried about getting out the leg, because she knows if she's in that situation, it will always happen. It's also about the hip flexibility. It's so.
Infelizmente aí a brasileira perdeu. Mas vamos lá para a Rafaela, que vai lutar. A próxima luta é a dela.
Suzy, but she needs an attack.
Depois dessa luta aí, é a luta dela, hein?
Well, then got a drop here from Billadid. Panic stations there from Billadid.
Yeah, she felt the attack coming. Get up, she said.
She is, well, yeah, we don't speak Ukraine, but I think she's saying get up.
Best bet for Billadid is the arm over the top, and there it is. Close.
Wasn't far off,
Yeah.
was it?
That's the tactic for her. Best tactic. Put under some pressure. They may want to have a look at the landing. Oh, the third sheet. Oh, you said anyway.
Had to work for that. Billadid goes through to the quarterfinals. Well, it was a good technique under pressure, wasn't it? It really was. Ochigari almost. So Rafaela Silva now fighting to get through to the quarterfinals, and Elieva, Bulgaria in blue. Looks like an IJF kit that she's wearing, which means that her coach won't be able to be out there with her. If their own judogi doesn't fit properly, if they haven't got a blue one or a white one that fits, then they have to use the IJF ones.
Bora, Rafaela.
Penalty is the coach doesn't go with you.
Rafaela do Brasil.
So the Olympic champion from Brazil is coming back to quite good form. Yeah, when you think that she was world champion 9 years ago, Rafaela Silva. Been there a long time, she really has, and still performing at the highest level.
Rafaela bem tranquila nesse início de luta, sem se afobar, judô para cada
World Olympic
mas está
titles
tranquila aí.
won on home soil in Rio de Janeiro, so she hasn't won away from home, a major title that is. But what a fighter.
Pegada.
Going for that
Da
very
adversária
low,
tá bem
Coach
ajustada.
Gak, and sometimes the arm drops down below the belt line there and tends to go onto the leg. So they need to be cautious for that when they do it.
Uma luta bem equilibrada até agora, hein?
In no way can you use the leg as any kind of leverage. You could if you had the sleeve.
Vai dar Brasil, vai dar Brasil. A judoca de kimono azul dominando bem a pegada da manga, dificultando aí uma possível entrada da Rafaela. As duas estão administrando bem as pegadas, sem muito espaço para entrar. Mas a Rafaela tomando atitude. O técnico tomando uma punição, a técnica. Uma luta bem calma, bem tranquila até agora. Pegada perigosa. Boa entrada. Mas defendeu bem, muito bem, Rafaela, muito bem na luta. As duas judocas parecendo que estão num jogo de xadrez aí. Bastante paciência. Ninguém entrega a pegada. Um jogo bem fechado das duas. Mais um judô para cada. O árbitro está querendo combate, né? Assim como a gente. Mas elas estão bem tranquilas. Acho que agora vão ser mais agressivos um pouquinho na luta. Uma pegada feia. Opa. Perdeu uma oportunidade aí em Neuasa. Gol do score.
Golden score and 2 judos apiece. Means that one more mistake or any score, and look at that, she just looked away for a split second there. I don't know why. Fiala Silva.
Vamos, Rafa, vamos se encontrar aí nesse jogo, Rafa. Fazer uma boa pegada, isso. Tomando mais atitude, isso é bom. Tomar um judô.
What's over there? I don't know what is over there.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Well, yeah, it was a bit. I don't know what she was looking at.
Tirando onda, né? Ela olhou para um lado, recebeu a
And that's
entrada,
it.
mas
She's
agora
stolen
vai
it.
vazar, no
And
mínimo.
she gets a score there. Rafaela Silva
Bom,
scores and
Brasil,
is in the
Brasil tem que
quarterfinals
respeitar o
for the
Brasil.
World Championship. Good performance from
Campeã
her.
olímpica.
The former Olympic champion, Olympic and
Boa, vamos
world
levar esse
champion
Mundial hoje, hein?
is
Tô
on
sentindo
the
que hoje tem
march.
medalha de ouro. Boa,
Right, well,
Rafa.
we've got a break coming up here, And whilst we just have that look at the replay, let me give you a rundown of the quarter-final lineup. In the under 57 kilo category, Jessica Clay of Canada will go up against Humimi of the Republic of Korea, the first of the quarterfinals. Second quarterfinal, Terry Lipatiliani of Georgia will go up against Funakuba Haruka of Japan. It'll be Timna Nelson Levy to go up against Lagvatogu Enkelin of Mongolia. And the last lineup will feature Dario Biladid and Rafaela Silva. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll see you in about 5 minutes' time.
Rafaela Silva já está nas cartas, vai pegar uma ucraniana, se eu não me engano. E agora vamos acompanhar a luta do Carguini. Esse moleque é bom, hein?
When you're sweating.
Olha aí. Que lutaça essa daí.
Stay, does it? You've got to have what you had earlier on.
Contra.
But that is just so uncomfortable.
Também já foi campeão mundial.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing a good game here at the moment. But referee's going to let that one slide. I don't think it was a deliberate false attack.
I like the way he's attacking the right leg of Shabdatawashvili all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is not a false attack.
No,
it's a false attack. It's just because the strong physique from Hashimoto, from his core physique, that Shavdatawashvili does not break the balance.
See, Hashimoto is dangerous with the feet, and they all...
Again, a good attack from the Japanese. So already 4 minutes, and I think we will see a few minutes of golden score as well. Every time when I see these guys fight, it's always with shidos and tactical, but yeah, they fight really hard, but it's so difficult to throw one of these athletes. All the tape, all the bandages.
Being mummified out there.
Oh, man.
Essa luta aí até a morte. Mas eu espero que o japonês não passe. Eu espero que o georgiano passe. Eu acho que o georgiano é mais fácil de ganhar. Caso o Daniel venha enfrentar, né? Mas para ser campeão, venha o que vier.
This is the right decision, because
Well, he was just sort of defending, and Shabdashvili was all over him, coming over and advancing, and he'd done it a couple of times. And
but the only thing Shabdatawashvili wants is
was
like
just
his wrestling style.
Yes, that's right.
And Hashimoto is just standing up straight with his hands in front,
Yeah.
like in a judo posture.
But I think what they're looking for is, as they're throwing the arms over, he's got to try and exchange by gripping them rather than pushing them away,
Yeah, but
which is difficult.
I always
We know
feel
it's-
that the wrestling type of judoka is in a favorite there.
Yeah.
Again, good attack on the right leg of Shavdatawashvili.
See, this is very defensive from Shabdashvili.
Yes, it is.
And
It
that's
is.
the
So,
judo.
if that was a shido for Hashimoto, you have to give Shavdatawashvili a shido as well now.
I would totally agree on this.
Yes,
and there you
there
have
it is.
Because it was blatant, that. nicely turned. Oh. Oh, he's got the shimiwaza.
Does he have it? Yes.
He's got it. He's got it.
No.
Oh, it was in. It was there. He just manages to turn into him. Oh, goodness me.
Tried to rip his head off. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was no prisoners there.
No.
That one.
Good gripping power from Hashimoto.
He's doing extremely well, isn't he?
He's not giving Shavtatoashvili the chance of having the grip that he wants. Also easily broken this right arm.
Oh, yes!
Yes, well, they give the score.
Definitely, that's got to be a score.
Completely from the other side, so he jumped in with the left Seo Toshi, or
Nakasone came up high and then completely switched into the opposite direction. Brilliant, great change, absolutely brilliant change of direction. Well, he can go back and fix his hair again now after that one.
The current world champion.
Daniel, toda a torcida para ele.
Still not over. He's got another couple.
Look at this. Look, here's the soda.
Next quarterfinal.
And he came back, but it was just it was the Tewaza. It was pure Tewaza because he didn't even get in with the foot. I thought it was like an Ouchigari or Koichi that he did on the reverse.
He went in for the left Seo, and then Shavtatoashvili tried to counter-attack him, and that was the moment he completely changed to the other side.
And it was just pure Tewaza.
One down for Hashimoto, and not the easiest one.
No, definitely not. So he'll be up against the winner of these two.
If Hashimoto will win the gold medal today, then, and you look at the fights he had.
If he gets in that final, you want to give him the gold medal, wouldn't you, really, to be honest? He has actually worked
really hard for it.
Backside off for this one. There's no doubt about it.
Bora, Daniel.
Budbull
Bora, Brasil.
In his quarterfinal against Garnin from Brazil.
Well, I must admit, coming in today with this competition and looking at Hashimoto and my opinions in previous competitions, I wasn't admired by him at all, but I must admit my mindset about the man is completely changed.
You changed.
Completely changed.
Yeah.
I've got to give the man a 10 out of 10 for credit and determination and grit.
And if you think about his position in the Japanese team, he's here, he was already world champion, but there's one guy walking in front of him called Ono.
Yeah.
So the chance of him, if Ono will go to the Olympics, we don't know for sure, of course, but the chances quite big that Ono will show us some things. He wants to be triple Olympic champion. The second one in Japan. And then Hashimoto is the number 2.
Difícil pro Daniel fazer a kumikata.
Win a gold medal as well.
Exactly.
And then stay motivated for years and for years and for years. Well done.
Yeah. Definitely, I've got a lot of admiration for him
Vamos
now.
buscar uma entrada dessa pegada aí, Daniel. Opa! Shido branco. Bastante
Well, I
experiente
used to
esse
always think
israelita.
with Hashimoto there was an air of arrogance that held him back for being
Conseguiu
sort of
2
consistent.
judôs
And obviously
em
he's got
pouquíssimo
some,
tempo.
like,
It's
oh
also
no,
his
it-
style, you know,
Daniel.
he stands up straight. I kind of like it. But
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you think like,
I've just seen a different side. Sometimes I don't
Essa
mind the
pegada
arrogance
na
and
gola
bravado that
incomodando
goes with it,
muito.
but it's
Tem
just
que matar essa
the
pegada.
ability to just, when things get
Pegada
tough,
muito forte.
it becomes stroppy.
Tomara
That
que não
sort of
seja
way,
punido.
and that was the little bit that I didn't like, is that he wasn't getting his own way. So it was like he was giving up at times. He didn't want to fight. He just didn't want to scrap. He just wanted to do judo, and if they wouldn't let him do it, he was interested. But we've just seen such a different side to him that he had no option but to fight. He was up against some real
yeah, and
battles.
he did. He did not walk away.
No, he didn't walk away, and he didn't get stroppy about it.
So Garnin having a lot of trouble with the strength of Budbul. Budbul is such a strong,
Entrada no chão para
strong,
dar uma
physically strong
esfriada na
fighter.
luta.
Garnin, of course, not that long in this category. He was the bronze medalist at the Olympics in '66. Moved up. Oh, totally missed Uchimata.
If he connected with that, that would have been dangerous.
Vamos, Daniel, tem que fazer umas entradas agora, bem feito. Levar pro gol de score. Isso!
So the attempt there comes right underneath.
Boa entrada.
Looking for the Niwaza there.
Boa entrada, boa entrada. Isso aí. Vamos buscar o espaço.
Down with 24 seconds to go to Judo's.
So time ticking away, the last few seconds in regular time, and then we're into golden score. And still a chance for Garnin to fight himself back into this quarterfinal.
Vamos lá, vamos correr atrás desse prejuízo aí.
Well, as we know, he's capable of throwing and throwing big.
Well, we've seen it with this unbelievable, what was it, that foot sweep or yeah.
Yoko Gak.
Yoko Gagi.
Right at the back.
Yeah, the other foot.
Yeah, that was a cracker, wasn't it?
Yeah, that had everything. Timing. Yeah, sometimes we speak about a fight that maybe you did not see, but it's of course possible at the IGF.org community to watch those fights again. And if you saw Garnin against Orizhov, of course, silver medalist at the Olympics, one of the toughest and greatest fighters in this category, but Garnin really buried him with the, unbelievable.
It was
Agora só quer forçar um judô para ganhar essa luta. Vamos, Daniel, reage.
It will be in the
Não
highlight
pode entrar na
package,
pilha
I'm
dele não,
quite sure.
Daniel. Vamos.
Probably.
Vamos pra cima. Atendimento médico agora. Vamos ver se dá uma esfriada para chegar agora e virar o jogo. Vamos virar o jogo.
Targeting, needing medical attention, just to strap. I think it's his hand again that we saw in the previous match. That's bleeding. Football out there with only his thoughts. World ranked number 5. 135 matches. Contest 1 out of there.
Vamos lá, pessoal. Vamos
86.
se inscrever, dar aquela força aí, ver se a gente bate a meta de hoje aí.
63%.
Uns 1000 inscritos. Vamos deixar o like.
And your total ippons out of that from
Hello, my
86
friends
is
in the world.
46, just over 50%. Not an he was a person.
Pessoal, a gente tá dando prioridade aí para os atletas brasileiros, hein? Por isso que estamos aí na área 1, no tatame 1. Mas quando tiver luta de brasileiro em outra área, na área 2, a gente também vai
Was
para
that a
lá.
win for Lombardo?
Vamos mandar energias positivas aí pro Brasil. Temos ainda a Rafaela que vai lutar nas quartas. Lembrando que quem tá nas quartas aí vai lutar repescagem para decidir terceiro lugar.
So taking the time here, and football looks over to the corner to find out exactly what's going on. Sure. Very difficult to see from this angle, but they are taking a little bit of time here, so it's most probably not the easiest of strap-ins. On the other side, we've got the under 57 kilo quarterfinal against Israel and Mongolia. Now we are back in action. Oh, it looks to be the foot that's heavily strapped. Oh, he's got a hand that's also...
Somehow it's funny that Garnin has these two Shidos quite 1 minute 20 seconds into golden score, and it's just still it's still the same. So Bootbull could not like push it over the edge.
Yeah.
And slowly, when I'm looking at the fight, I have the feeling that Garnin is getting more and more, battling himself into the fight again.
Yeah. It's a bit of a turnaround, isn't it? It is astonishing that someone can be given, like you say, two Shidos, and you can't put them away.
No.
Can't put them away. And you've been trying for the past 2.5 minutes to do so. Can't get them away.
Boa! Tira o braço, tira o braço, tira o braço. Tira o braço.
Gave it to him.
Arm is out and he taps.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Right. Well, that was a bit of a present, wasn't it? That's his birthday and Christmas wrapped up in one.
I wanted to say something about the shoulder throw, because we were talking about Garnin's getting back into the fight, and with that shoulder throw he showed us, because he was quite close to scoring, but Bootbull kept his head, saw the arm out. Talking about transition, so not only the transition if you do it yourself, but still, okay, you have to defend with everything you've got because this shoulder throw from Garnin was a real good effort.
Yes.
And then you still have the focus like, hey, that arm is out.
Yeah, I might be near enough
And
going
finish
over
it.
for a pump, but I've still got the end of your arm. And yeah, it was let's see, there's the replay. A Sodi attack, but he kept hold of that arm, transitioned nicely, realised there was an opportunity.
Oh.
Beautifully done as well.
Yeah, but like we saw Bootball physically so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss him on the back of the
Yeah,
head.
man. Well, I love that. That's
Yeah,
some sort of
so do I.
sportsmanship that we like.
Yeah.
So it's Jessica Klimkait, the reigning world champion, in her quarterfinal against Woo Mimi from Korea. And she's fighting this quarterfinal, and she already knows that her teammate or team rival, whatever you want to say, Deguchi,
Yes.
is already out.
It's already done. The pressure's off there.
Yep.
But I think for Klimkait, that gap between those two, although it's not going to be much of an issue here, but it's in future competition, taking a place on the podium or even repeating the performance from previous World Championships.
Well, she's not on the most easy part of the draw, but on the other side, Biladet is also in the quarterfinal.
Oh, it's Biladet in
Yes,
there.
yes.
I wasn't sure whether she got through.
No, and with
She beat
strong
Sizik?
judo. Yes, she beat Sizik. And so when everybody is saying like, okay, after her enormous amount of medals in the 48,
Yes.
she's stepped over 57, and I heard some people say,
Nagy, got to say, and then manages to take it a step further. Look at that. Standing, well, turns into Siatosh, doesn't it? But brilliant stuff. Under pressure. Just 7 seconds to hold on to this. In the semi-finals then, Nelson Levy, and I think she's quite pleased about it. Seen her progress, as I said, and now she has a chance, big chance, and a big technique there on turns into Siatosh in the end. Big Sianagi there, goes back towards the ground there, turning it into Siatosh, but beautiful stuff. Well-deserved Wazari, and a well-deserved semi-final place.
And in that semi-final, she shall face the winner of the upcoming contest between Daria Biladet of the Ukraine and Rafaela Silva of Brazil. It's Biladet in the white judogi, Silva in blue. The odd thing about this contest is that Daria Biladet has competed for most of her career at under 48 kilos. She's newly installed in the under 57 kilo category, so having previously competed at 48 And Silva, at one stage in her career, had flirted for a time with the under 63 kilos.
It's a big difference, isn't it? It is a big difference. And they don't look that different in size, do they?
It could be that Billeded might be a couple of centimetres taller than Silva.
Absolutely.
Take out the hair, I suppose.
Left to left here, and back up to the edge there, Billeded.
If you play with the edge,
Well,
you're going to
if
get
I was
burned.
Silver, I would have kept her back up there, but I think, and she does.
She do
Where
right.
the edge of the competition area is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, she gets a free pass there, so just needs to keep that in mind. I think you're right.
Vamos pra
She
cima,
needs to be
vamos pra
more
cima,
aware
vamos
of it.
Brasil.
Especially when she's under pressure, she tends to do it. She tends to run a bit.
And if we keep talking about it, then there must be a problem, because we're recognising it.
Bora, agora.
Thundering left arm there of Silva coming over. Just heard that Kincaid just lost on the other mat there by Shido. 3 Shidos. So surprises happening in this third day of competition here in Tashkent.
It's a better position for Billeded to work from. Got to come up with an attack though, just can't go over on that side.
Well, but she did that absolutely. I think she walked out there. My personal opinion is she had the big arm over the top, like you said, and should have attacked, right? But
O que foi aí?
she didn't. That's not an attack. That's not an attack. And she went out. So is it going to be a penalty? Yeah, for me it should be, but obviously makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, once
Vamos.
3 penalties. I've seen it before when
Rafaela
she's
Silva nas
been
semifinais.
tactically
Outplayed.
Yeah.
Yes. But when she's under pressure, she gets tactically outplayed. When she's not under pressure, then she's tactically astute.
Yeah.
Then she plays it a
Now we're
different
going to
way.
see the end of that action.
Well, I hope we do. I
Yeah,
hope we see
yeah.
it because it's holding one side. That's what she gets the Shido for.
She could have also have got
But
it for
also
stepping out. But she did step out.
She didn't attack. They weren't attacks, weren't they? That's not an attack. That's not an attack. That's not an attack.
Gave that
Not an attack. They're not attacks. And she's holding over cross grip. So yes, absolutely.
right.
Correct
We
decision.
will take a short break, I think, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes' time.
Ref charge finals and for the semi-finals.